Trump screaming and cursing is very concerning, but there's other things that this means, which is actually even more concerning. Because, yeah, Donald Trump is echoing Putin's talking points. He is, yes, of course, undermining the U.S. credibility with our allies, and he's ignoring the facts. But this all means that it's emboldening Russia. Because if Putin believes that Donald Trump will be putting some kind of pressure onto Ukraine into surrendering, he's got zero reasons to stop fighting. This gives Putin more leverage than it actually does to push him towards peace. Because it is the United States that is selling these weapons to NATO to give to Ukraine. And if the U.S. decides not to do it, that's a big problem. But there's an even bigger problem here. Because you know as much as I do, Donald Trump is only siding with Russia because of money. He wants to make a lot of money. He knows the moment that this war is over, he and his companies will be making a lot of money. And so when he's talking about the debts, we want these debts to stop and all that. No, he doesn't care about that. He just cares about the money. That's why he jokingly talked about the tunnel from Alaska to Russia. That's why during the Alaskan meeting, he was going to be actually announcing a major deal between ExxonMobil and Russia. And that's why Steve Witkoff has gone there multiple times talking about future projects with Russia. While realistically, the U.S. policy has always been to never reward countries that invade their neighbors. But for Trump, for some reason, he's doing the exact opposite. He's not only rewarding Russia, he's thinking about his own wallet. And when you start thinking about Donald Trump in this war, and you start thinking it from the mindset that all he cares about is money, you start seeing how everything connects. Under Biden, we were giving Ukraine weapons. I mean, granted, we were making a lot of money off of that still, but ultimately, we were giving Ukraine weapons. Under Trump, the only way we're giving weapons if NATO buys it, making money for the United States. When Donald Trump starts doing these things that involve Russia and money, the main question you ask yourself, whose interest is he actually working for? Because it doesn't seem like he's working for the Ukrainian people, nor does it seem like it's working in U.S. strategic interests. It seems like more or less it's all being put together for a future business deal between him and major corporations here in the United States. And when those lines kind of blur, especially during war and policy making for war, things become a lot murkier. Which, to go back, is why Donald Trump freaked out at Zelensky, because he refuses to give up territory to a country that decided to invade them, when realistically, Donald Trump should be telling Russia to get the hell out. And I wish that someone in Trump's party would be saying to him, hey, when the history books come out, they might have you next to Putin. You should probably change your image now before that becomes a reality in every single history book.